Okay, hello everybody. Film Friend is back here, and I'm gonna review two films I've seen today on different platforms. And I'm gonna start with Army of Thieves on Netflix. It came out 2021. It's 2 hours and seven minutes long. It's from 13 years old, and the producer is Matthias Schweigenhofer. Och Matthias Schweigenhofer, he's playing Sebastian in the movie. He's a bank teller in a little German town or village, and he has quite a boring life. And yeah, he goes to work, he drinks his coffee, eats his banana bun, and that's about. And then he go home and do crappy YouTube videos. He has two views, and it's about safe cracking from. He has what do you call it? From Richard Wagner, who has done a couple of safes after the operas. It's the Valkyr, the Rheingold, the Nibelungen, and the Catamaran, something like that. It's called Ragnarök in Swedish. It's from the Nordic Valhalla, Odin, and all these. But he's a made-up character. It's nothing to do with real life. They made up this character with these safes all around in Europe. And of course, if you've seen Army of the Dead on Netflix, there's the last of the safes. It's four of them that he has to crack, and the script is done by Zack Snyder, who's behind Army of the Dead and Justice League and a couple of other action movies. And basically the story is that he does these videos, and one of them looking at his video and make him join a team of heist people. They do heists. She's a jewelry thief, very famous jewelry thief, who has had the Interpol after her for several years. And Inspector Delacroix is the one who hunting them. And they start doing this heist to be safe, and has with Sebastian. And yeah, it start the hunt for them, the Interpol agent, and there's a little action, drama, some humoristic moments, but all in all, it's a good movie. If you liked the Army of the Dead, you're gonna like this one, Army of the Thieves, who plays out 6 years before. You can see in this film that the zombie outbreak has happened in Nevada in America. Yeah, that's about the story. But we have actors Matthias Schweigenhofer. All I could find of him that was relevant for his Army of the Dead, and The Swimmers, a new film he done there. He plays a swim instructor, and there's two girls, young girls. He's training. I think he has to do about the Olympics. He's in German, so German swim instructor. So it has a real life backstory. Sorry, it gets a little. But anyways, and then they have Natalie Emmanuel, who plays Gwendolyn, this girl who finds him on YouTube and recruits him, and she's the jewelry thief. She's been in Die Hard, 10 episodes, and Die Hard is on Prime Video. It's with Kevin Hart. Real fun. I just seen the beginning of it. Kevin Hart plays sidekick. What he used to be that in several movies with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, in Central Intelligence for one. But here he wants to be the main character. He wants to be the hero. So that's why he goes to a place to get some stuntman coordination. And the man who is going to teach him is John Travolta. And Natalie Emmanuel comes there to be another candidate. and she's a martial artist, and she kicks the ass out of Kevin Hart, and seems pretty funny. And now I just found out that it's also going to have Die Hard the movie is coming this year. We've also her and John Travolta and Kevin Hart, so that is absolutely going to be a blast, I think. Fast and the Furious 9, 7, she's been in. 4 Weddings and a Funeral, 10 episodes. The Dark Crystal, Age of Resistance, it's animated, so she does the voice. Game of Thrones, 38 episodes. I have just seen the beginning of the 2nd episode of the 8th season, that is Game of Thrones, and it's on HBO Max. I should get punched for having seen this series. They say it's absolutely brilliant, full of action, drama, and everything. I done a couple of blunders of film where the Game of Thrones with plastic bottles and such, but I have to see that series. Maze Runner, The Death Cure, and Maze Runner Scorched Trials she's in. And the Maze Runner trilogy is really good if you like sci-fi. You must see that one. Fast and Furious 7, yeah, I named that, yeah, sorry. Hollyoaks, 192 episodes, English soap opera, I think, 2006 until 2010. And then she did Hollyoaks later, 2008, 4 episodes between there. Then we have Stuart Martin, who played Brad Cage, but his real name is Alexis. But when he was young, he was bullied. And he saw a lot of Hollywood movies about action, Nicolas Cage, Brad Pitt. And they say that of him, if they two had a baby, it would be Brad Cage. So he want to be the hero in this gang of thieves. Miss Scarlet and the Duke, 18 episodes. He's from Scotland originally. Crime, 4 episodes. The Harrowing, 6 episodes. Jamestown, 24 episodes. Medici, 8 episodes. Crossing Lines, 12 episodes. Babylon, 7 episodes. Hatfield and McCoy's, 2 episodes. And Hatfield and McCoy's is a great drama western series about 2 families, the Hatfield and the McCoys, who's starting to argue about one of them has stole the other one's pig, and it escalates, and soon they start to shoot down their relatives from each side. It's a real good series with Bill Paxton in one of the leading roles from one of the families. So if you like that kind of series, you have to see that one. Fault Lines from 2008 was his first film appearance. And then we go to the second film, and it's on Viaplay. It's Spiral from the Legacy of Saw. It's from 2021, 15 years old, 1 hour and 33 minutes. And if you have seen the Saw movies about Saw, you have to see this one. Also, if you like Hostel films from Eli Roth, he says himself that my mind must be a little crazy and morbid of the scenes in Hostel. You know, it's about people, young people getting, they trick them when they go to hostels in Europe. Hostels is like B&B, a little cheaper for vagabonds when you're out traveling with train or such. And they get tricked there, and they get kidnapped, and they get put in position where other people, rich people with very, very sick minds, want to kill them for money in very bizarre and gruesome ways. So if you like that one, if you haven't have weak heart or anything, see those movies also. But here is Spiral from the Legacy of Saw. We have producer Daryl Lynn Bonesman, and in the leading role as Zeke Banks, you have Chris Rock. And he works in the shadow of his retired police father, played by Samuel L. Jackson. And he gets a new partner called William Shank. And they start to investigate because there are policemen being killed by a mysterious killer that has similarities like copycat to Jigsaw. And it's very gruesome murders of his policeman, and he start investigating it deeper in this dark world. And there's some twists and turns that you're gonna see in the film, and it's also got a little humor because he mentioned in one scene that it's like New Jack City, and New Jack City is a film that he was in. He played a crackhead, yeah, totally crackhead in New Jack City, but it got loads of good actors. Judd Nelson, you got Wesley Snipes, and you also got Ice-T, the rapper, if you know him. He's in Law and Order now, played loads of season in Law and Order. Yeah. But I like the movie. It kept you on your seat. You couldn't stop watching it. Real good movie. And okay, over to the actors. Chris Rock, Zeke Banks. Amsterdam, it's on Disney Plus now. Haven't seen it. It plays out, I don't know, in 40s or something. Around 2 hours. Some criminal drama or something like that. I haven't seen it. Must see that too, I think. SNL, it's Saturday Night Live, 57 episodes. Fargo, 10 episodes. Fargo is, I think, 4 or 5 seasons. And in Fargo 4, Chris Rock plays a gangster in one family, and it's the Italian mafia in the 40s. Seems pretty good. I just seen a little of it, but Fargo, it comes from a film, Fargo, with we had Peter Stormare is in that one. Dolomite Is My Name with Eddie Murphy. It's on Netflix. The Week Off and Sandy Wexler. It's Adam Sandler movies he plays in. Grown Ups 1 and 2, real funny movies. You have to see them. Also from his Adam Sandler universe, what do you call it? All his funny actors, David Spade, yeah, all of those. You're gonna King of Queens, him from that, and the Mall Cop is done, and all of these. Kevin Williams, I think his name. All of those actors is in Grown Ups, and they're really funny. You got Madagascar 1, 2, 3, where he does the voice of a zebra, a little speed up zebra. What to Expect, what do you call it? Bone Cracking Gang or some. It's not the real title. The long Mile or something it's called in English. But it's a remake from Burt Reynolds who did it, but this is real funny. It's about the inmates in a prison, and prison guards play American football against each other. Real brutal and a good movie. Down to Earth, he plays a rich white guy. He doesn't play in the beginning, but it's a rich white guy in the beginning who he dies and transforms to Chris Rock body. Real funny movie. Deadly Weapon 4, he becomes the boyfriend to Murtaugh's daughter. And if you haven't seen Deadly Weapon movies, they're really great. There's 5 of them, and I think they're planning on to do one new one again. All these remakes coming now. CB4, parody comedy take on NWA, Niggas with Attitude. And yeah, they had a film come out just 1 year or 2, Straight Outta Compton, but this is just fun made of NWA. CB4. Boomerang with Eddie Murphy, New Jack City, like I said, and the Cop, Beverly Hills Cop 2 was his first major performance. And Crush Groove from 1985 was his absolutely first performance. And now we come over to really long, who done a lot of things. And it's Samuel L. Jackson who played Marcus Banks. But first of all, let me tell you one film that probably he's not too happy about doing. It's Snakes on a Plane. Yeah, think of that. A plane up in the air, a passenger plane, and there's a lot of snakes coming loose in the plane. Yeah. It's a little B movie, but funny. You can sit and laugh at it. But now we come to his others. The Last Days Pelotomy Gray, 6 episodes. The Hitman's Apprentice, called The Protege. The Hitman's Wife Bodyguard. The Last Full Measure. The Hitman's Bodyguards movies are full of action, drama, suspense. Salma Hayek is in it. Ryan Reynolds is in it. It's real loads fun. If you just want action to the buckets, you gotta see these films. Spider-Man Far From Home, he played Nick Fury, of course. Yeah, he's the head of SHIELD. Shaft, a remake of the old Shaft movie from the 70s. Avengers Endgame, Captain Marvel, all of these, Infinity War, yeah, all of them. Kong Skull Island, I think it's on Disney Plus. It's about King Kong on Skull Island, and it's under the Vietnam War, so it's a little different. The Hitman's Bodyguard, like I said, with Ryan Reynolds. XXX Return of Xander Cage, and he's in XXX Second the Next Level with Ice Cube, and he's in XXX with Vin Diesel. So, and those three, action all the way. If you want that just to sit down and watch just action, no really, not to get too deep into the story. That is what you're gonna see. SWAT, he did a good film there with SWAT, Special Weapons and Tactics, the police team that goes into the really harrowing situation. We have SWAT now, the new series with Shema Moore from Criminal Minds. Really good. Lots of action, drama, suspense, humor, everything. A Menace to Society. Lawrence Tate, as he and a friend does a armed robbery, and they film it, and the story is about, it's South Central, it's the early 90s. It's a gangster drama movie, but very good. Goodfellas with Ray Liotta, Joe Pesci, Robert De Niro, an absolutely must if you like gangster movies. You have to see Joe Pesci, where he does a role from a real mafia member called Moran or something like that. I think it very brutal. He was a little guy, but very brutal and fearless. And Robert De Niro and Ray Liotta does marvel as it's great film, cinematic drama, action, all of it in that. If you like I said, gangster movies, you have to see that one. Coming to New York, with Eddie Murphy, where he's the African prince who comes and he wants to, he doesn't want any of these African, I do whatever you want girl. He wants a girl with her own mind, and he goes to New York to find her. There's a lot of actors in it, good actors. We had just, I think, is it the last year again, the Coming to America 2 came out. The new one, it was good too. And then he has this first film role called Together for Days from 1972. And I just picked some, sorry, I jumped a little too fast there. We have The Legend of Tarzan with Alexander Skarsgård. He's in that too, and he's in Deep Blue Sea with LL Cool J and Stellan Skarsgård, his father. And that's a really good shark movie. You have to see that one. Number 2 of the Deep Blue Sea, you can skip. I think it's B production to try and fix the first one again, but the first one absolutely brilliant. It got more good actors in it, and if you like these shark movies, monster movies, you have to see that one also. And Long Kiss Goodnight. Sorry, I missed a couple here. Long Kiss Goodnight. Rennie Harlin, producer. He did Die Hard 2. He's a Finnish producer. And Long Kiss Goodnight is with Gina Davis and like Samuel L. Jackson and a couple of more. And she thinks she's just a regular housewife, but she turns out to be some master former assassin for some CIA or something. It's a really good action movie with a lot of funny moments, action moments, and suspense. So don't don't dismiss that film because it has a couple of years on its back. Yeah, that's why I'm here to tell you about these films that you absolutely can't miss. If you like movies, want to see good movies, you turn into my videos. I know I don't show yet video like from the films, trailers and such. It's a big copyright on that, so it's a jungle. But I'm gonna start making movies with people I interview about what they think about movies, which film they like, which series they like. I promise you that if you keep turning into my channel and subscribe to me and like what I'm doing, I'm gonna keep on doing this. I'm starting to get near to 200 videos. I'm just gonna put them out there as fast as I can. I promise you that. And I can give you a extra thing. I just saw now that Bullet, if you remember that film, it came out like 50 years ago with Steve McQueen. It got one of the coolest and longest car chases in film history, and now they're gonna do a Bullet remake, or what they call Bullet 2 is coming soon. So I just want to tell you that, and I'm gonna bring up some more remakes that is coming. So just keep on watching my movies and subscribe, like and comment, and see you soon. Filmfredagen is out.